Okay, started the recording. For those that don't know me, I'm Elise Hittinger, and I had a really bad accident in 2000. And that triggered a bunch of what ifs. And every time I thought about going to ride my horse, what if I can't stop him? What if I can't get on? What if I get bucked off? What if I get hurt? What if he rears? What if? And I let those what ifs hold me back for 20 years. I still jumped, I still rode in the arena, but I couldn't take one step outside the arena. I just couldn't. And the what ifs are the worst. So what I want you to do now is to just, if you want to write in the chat, what are your top what ifs? When you think about going to ride your horse, if I were to tell you you're going to go ride your horse in 30 minutes, 30 minutes from now, you're getting on your horse. What are your what ifs? You can either say them out loud or you can write them in the chat. Okay, do you have your what ifs? All right, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. So what do we do with these what ifs? The main thing is we want to make sure that we create what ifs that support us and not what ifs that hold us back. And that for me was so hard in the beginning. In the guide, I actually show you some samples. So let me see, I'm going to share my screen. And Okay. So here are a couple samples. And what I want you to do is look at your what ifs and change them around into amazing ride what ifs. And I want you to write them down. You can write them down on a sticky note. You can write them down on a piece of paper, but I want you to write them down on something that you can take with you and have with you. And as you're thinking about creating what ifs that support you, think about your favorite color. So for me, my favorite color is purple. I absolutely love the color purple. And purple just makes me happy. So I think about purple and just how good I feel. And then I start to think about what ifs in writing, because I'm already in a good mood. I already feel good. I'm thinking about purple. And so what if I have the best ride ever? What if I have the best ride I've ever had? What if we communicate without using the reins? What if I'm able to turn? What if I'm able to stop? What if I'm able to go? What if I'm able to just ride without ever using the reins, just communicating with her through my energy? What if we have amazing rhythm? Just our walk feels good. Our trot feels good. We just have a beautiful 3-beat canter. What if we have an amazing rhythm? What if we have sun on our backs? Right now it's so cold. That would feel so good if the sun was just shining on our backs, warming us up. What if we have a breeze to keep us cool? Just a light breeze touching our cheeks. What if we get to explore places that are beautiful? You know, what if we get to ride down to the lake? What if we got to play in the lake? What if we got to see flowers? What if we got to see birds? What if we got to hear the birds singing? What if we're synchronized in our movements? What if I just can feel her moving underneath me and I'm just moving in rhythm with her? What if we're balanced together? When we turn, our balance just stays over our center of gravity. What if we race the wind? Just the wind in our hair as we're racing through the field. What if we remember why we are alive? Just enjoy life. What if we are in joy for the whole ride? Whatever your what ifs are for what you want it to be, write them down, feel them. As you start to think about going to ride your horse, read them. Read them with passion, read them out loud. Read your new what ifs. Really put yourself into that feeling of just having a glorious ride. Just everything is perfect. Then even while you're riding, what if you ride over to that flower? What if your horse bends just the way you want it to bend, that you're feeling a bend? What if your horse leg yields the way you're feeling it leg yield? What if you go 100 feet in perfect rhythm? What if? It's the same what ifs. It's our mind just creating the vision of what we want. What ifs are a way of our mind keeping us safe. And so the more we can what if what we really want, the more our mind is going to go, oh, that will keep us safe. That is what I want. And it will make it easier when we're actually writing. I talk a lot about courage pennies. So the what ifs are filling up your bank with courage pennies as well. So you're creating a vision of how you want it to be. And a lot of times we can think back to rides that we've had that were just amazing. Especially me when I was a kid, I had just some of the greatest rides. So I can think back to those times of when I had a great ride. What was great about it? Create the what ifs from that. What if I get to just canter for miles with nobody around, just my pony and I, just cantering along, enjoying the smells and the birds. You can see already how different it is between the original what ifs. What if my horse bolts? What if my horse rears? What if I get hurt? Those just feel so heavy. What if I have the best ride ever? So what I want you to do is write down your what ifs, the ones that fill you up with joy. Keep it with you, pull it out. I want you to read it at least 5 times a day. If you have to set a timer, whatever you need to do. For the next 7 days, read them and feel them for the next 7 days. I'm going to put a post in the group too. So we'll keep track of it in there. But for the next 7 days, 5 times a day, just go through and read them and feel them. And what'll happen is, especially when you're going out to ride your horse, if you can really think about these, make it conscious when you're going to ride your horse, your new what ifs, you'll feel so much better. You'll feel so much more confident. And it takes practice. It's not that we're just going to snap our fingers and say, oh yeah, now my what ifs are all good. It takes practice. So we're going to practice our what ifs. We're going to do that for the next 7 days and see how you feel. I'll check in with everybody in a post every day and see how we feel at the end of 7 days. So did you have any questions? And I'd love to hear some of your what ifs.
What if the horse did exactly what I wanted to do when I wanted it to?
Oh, that's a good one. How did that feel?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Doesn't that feel good? See if you can come up with 10 of them. You don't have to do it right now.
Good.
Yeah, just 10 is a really good number, and just read through them and you'll see how much better you feel. Did you have any questions?
No, just following. This is good.
All right. Well, I'm going to make this one short, and I'll just do a post a day so you can keep track in there in the group. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.